surprised were you to see that you're hitting sixth tonight instead of fourth?
I mean, not really surprised. I just feel like I'm, with whatever V has going on upstairs. Whatever he decides is best. I'm, 100% behind him. So if that is me moving down the lineup or moving, lead off or anywhere, like I'm just gonna, do what I can.
You mentioned part of that decision was to try and maybe light a fire under you and see you get back to the approach that you've had at times this season. How much did it kind of fire you up once you saw where you're hitting today?
I mean, it did fire me up, but I guess a lot of it was more determination. Not, trying to press or anything, but, more determined to get back into the field that I had going for me earlier in the year.
Simo says you have a stubborn approach at the plate. Where does that kind of show most?
Wait, can you?
He says you have a stubborn approach at the plate. Just kind of, what does he mean by that, I guess?
I guess one big thing is I don't really like to go outside of myself, or I try my best not to as much as possible. Which again, I mean, it's the same thing for him and I mean everybody in our lineup. So we are, as a whole, just really good at forming an approach and then sticking with it, and trying everything we can not to stray away from it.
Do you feel like anything is clicking more for you these last few games?
I mean, not really. You could get mechanical if you want, but I mean, whenever the game starts and we're on the field, mechanics are out the door, and it's just about beating the guy on the mound.
How impressive is what Simo is doing at this point?
I mean, it's pretty normal for me. I've lived with him and played with him since we've been here. So to see him have the season he's been having, it's kind of not really unexpected, I guess you could say.
You mentioned having more determination. How hard is it to not try to do too much with that determination?
It's a lot for me because sometimes I do like to get anxious in the box, so sometimes I run away from it, or I just stray away from what my plan was. But a lot of it is just deep breathing, just trying to get as many deep breaths in before you get in the box.
Would you see in that at bat where you hit the home run?
Really, I was just like, I hit the fastball just right back at him. Kind of helped me stay through the ball a little bit and keep my direction.
What makes that Stamos-Causey stack so good for you guys on Friday, or series opener?
I mean, you got two discussing guys from each side of their arms, I guess you could say. Stom from the left side, just discussing, and he's probably one of the most competitive people I've ever seen. And then you got Causey, who's just, he's definitely going to be a big leaguer in my eyes in the future, and he's showing why out here. So I think that's whatever, V, he makes the lineup and our rotation and everything, but I think what we have now is pretty good.
Did you like being in the sixth spot? Obviously, it was different. I think a couple of times you came on, there were already 2 outs for you. Kind of, how did that change your approach or mindset in those instances?
I mean, it didn't really change my mindset. Again, just being in the lineup and being able to go out there and compete is, what I want every day coming to the field. So wherever I'm at in the lineup, it's fine with me just as long as I'm out there competing.
Christian's always shown that he's had pop in the bat. Obviously, it's not a surprise to see him get the double-digit homers, but surprised that he's flirting with 30 and showing this much pop?
No, not really. Not really surprised. He likes to say it a lot of the times that I'm stronger than him, but I think he might have me beat a little bit. He's got a little bit more pop than I do. I got to give it to him.
What do you think's allowed him anything mechanically or mentally this season to unlock a little more power?
I mean, I guess nothing specifically that I know. I do know that he is a very smart thinker in how he goes about his work, and then making adjustments to whatever part of the game he needs to make adjustments. He's really good at that. So that might be one of the biggest roles that has helped him get to where he's at right now.
I think 19 of his 26 home runs are in SEC games. How impressive is it that he's just been even better against in conference play?
I mean, again, it's who he is. He's just, Simo, I guess. He's very competitive. He's never going to back down. And I can tell you he loves being the villain, and he loves, hearing the crowd and everybody rooting for him. So I bet that gives him a little bit extra motivation when he steps in the box, too.
What kind of player do you have to be to love being in that leadoff spot?
I mean, honestly, I've never been there, so I don't really know. I'm guessing maybe I'm not it, but
No.
I mean, for the most part, just, I know one thing V does look for is just competitiveness. If you're going to compete every single pitch and not give it bats away, then you might find yourself in there anywhere in the lineup.
Thanks, sir.
Yep.